Do you want your mind to always be under your control, and for you to be able to make it work according to your will? If this is what you want, then be sure to watch this video until the end. Today, I will tell you a story. Hidden in this story are some secrets related to your life that will be very useful to you. You will understand the method by which your mind will come under your control. A king ruled over a certain kingdom. He had a great love for horses. He owned 4 wild horses. The king was very fond of these horses. He wanted someone to train these horses well so that he could ride them. But unfortunately, no trainer was able to train them. Whenever a trainer tried to ride them, the horses would throw him to the ground. The king loved those horses so much that he would not allow any trainer to be harsh with them or to try and train them by beating them. The king made a proclamation in his kingdom that whoever could train these horses well would be rewarded with 100,000 gold coins. Lured by this reward, many people came, but they only ended up with broken bones after being thrown by the horses. Then one day, a young trainer came to the king's court and said, "I can train your horses, but I have 2 conditions." The king was a bit surprised, but he asked, "What are your conditions?" The trainer said, "My first condition is that I be given 1 year's time to train these horses. And my second condition is that I be given a very large and open space where I will live with these horses, and I alone will take care of them and manage their food and water. There must be a very high wall around this place so that no one can come in and disturb me." The king thought, "I have already tried so much, I might as well try this too." The king said, "All right, you can come from tomorrow. All your conditions will be met." As promised, the trainer came the next day and took all the horses to a very large enclosure and let them loose. Now, the 4 horses began running around inside the enclosure. What the trainer did next was that he started running alongside the wall of the enclosure. After running around for a while, he fed the horses fodder, gave them water, ate his own food, and lay down to rest comfortably in the enclosure. The horses were still free inside the enclosure. None of them were tied with a rope. In the evening, the trainer got up again and started running alongside the wall of the enclosure. When he ran, the horses would also run here and there. When evening came, he fed the horses, gave them water, ate his own dinner, tied the horses with a rope, and he too slept on a mat on the ground with them. When morning came, the trainer would untie the horses and start running in the enclosure. This became his daily routine. The trainer would keep the horses free all day, feed them, bathe them, show them affection, play with them, and sleep with them at night. Gradually, the horses began to feel that this trainer was their friend. Because ever since the trainer had arrived, the 4 horses had started to feel a sense of freedom. The horses also began to love the trainer. 6 months passed like this. One day, His Majesty the King came to see the horses training. The king saw that the trainer was running in front in the enclosure, and the horses were running right behind him. The king liked his training method and went back. When 1 year was complete, a message was sent to the king that the horses were fully trained and absolutely ready. The king came, full of joy, to see them. When the king arrived, the trainer bridled each of the 4 horses one by one and demonstrated by riding them. All the horses were running calmly along the edge of the enclosure. Not a single horse tried to throw the trainer off. The king asked, "How did you do this?" "No one else could." "How did you accomplish this special task?" The trainer replied, "First, by living with them and giving them freedom, I became their friend. I gained their trust. Then, when I ran with them, they also ran with me. Then, slowly, I started trying to place a saddle on their backs. In the beginning, they would throw it off. Then, Gradually, they started running with the saddle on. Then I would sit on their backs while they were standing. I would sit for a short while and then get off. When the horses started letting me sit on their backs, I then began to ride them while they ran. Now, the result is in front of you. The king was very happy to learn this. He gave him the gold coins and also hired him permanently to take care of the horses. Now, this was a story that you must have liked. But what we need to see is the lesson we get from this story, what this story teaches us. The thing is, every human being in this world also has 4 such horses inside them that are not under their control. The horse of worry, the horse of anger, the horse of arrogance, and the horse of greed. And the trainer in the story is your mind, your intellect, your wisdom. You must train these 4 horses with your intellect so that these 4 things, these 4 horses, can remain under your control. But for this, you have to befriend them. This means you first have to understand them well and then put a rein on them. And all this will happen slowly, with patience. They cannot be controlled by force or in a single day. For example, if we first talk about worry or overthinking, worrying is not the solution to any problem. Instead, if a problem has come into your life, you should try to understand it with a calm mind. You should reflect on it with composure. Only then will you find a solution to that problem. Otherwise, nothing will be achieved by constantly worrying. Second is the horse of anger. Getting angry may or may not harm someone else, but it definitely harms oneself. It's natural to get angry over some things, on some matters. For instance, if someone insults you or treats you unjustly, anger is bound to arise. But learning when, where, and how much anger to show, when to get angry, and when to control our anger, and how to control it. This is what we must slowly teach the horse of anger with the help of our trainer, which is our intellect. Third is the horse of arrogance. I can do this work is called self-confidence. But only I can do this work is called arrogance. We should have confidence in ourselves. We should be proud of ourselves, but we should never be arrogant about ourselves. This is the lesson we must teach this third horse through our intellect. The fourth horse is greed. If the greed is for knowledge, it is good, but if it is for ignorance and lack of knowledge, it is bad. If the greed is to earn a lawful livelihood through hard work, with wisdom and in the right way, it is good. But if the greed is to acquire wealth quickly, through wrong means and illicit acts, it is bad. This is the difference we must explain to our fourth horse,